All right, my minions. Another glorious Thursday training. We get to have fun. I'm gonna go over squats today. So previously we did push-ups, we did sit-ups and the different variations and breakdowns. I'm gonna, instead of having two separate videos, I'm kind of gonna do it all in one, show you the squat, show you the breakdown, and then show you the different variations as well. So we're just going to condense and combine and get it all started nice and proper. So this is the third exercise of basically the golden three. The golden triangle, the golden three. Squats, sit-ups, push-ups, and their variations. And you can get a hell of a total body workout for the most part, basically. If done right. If you're engaging all the muscles that need to be engaged, even the support muscles, the stabilizer muscles, and things of that nature, you can get your whole body in. Everything in that you need to do. You can work almost everything. Not exactly everything, but almost everything. And again, before we get started, remember that proper form, proper technique. Yeah. I don't have cooties anymore, thank goodness. Allergies still kicking me around a little bit, but anyways. Proper form, proper technique, safety is so important. We don't want no injuries, and we want to get the most out of what we're doing. Feel that muscle engage, full flexion, full extension. So, let's begin. I want to make sure you can see my whole body, because what's important about squats is, and how you can best injure your knees. I'm sure you've heard this before, as we said, you've heard you don't want your knees to go over your toes. And for that reason, think about it when you're doing a squat, think about it as if you're sitting back. You're sitting on a toilet, you're sitting back on a seat. So this is basically what the form looks like. You don't want your knees shooting over your toes, is what we're talking about. That's gonna damage your knees so bad. Now, when you're younger, you can get away with it. And I've seen younger people do that all the time, but as you get older, even just doing it repetitively, you're going to feel it. I used to do, I did the Insanity workout by Beachbody, and it's a great workout. I got the results. It's very fun to do. What I didn't like about it is how they didn't break down how to do squats. How to do squat hops and the plyometrics involved. I was like halfway through that workout and my knees were just done. I finished it, but my knees were destroyed. It's because I wasn't doing, and this is before I, know, but I know now. But it didn't do a good job properly breaking down the proper technique and proper form. And I realized why. But I was destroying my knees, just doing the exercise and not doing it right. So on the squats, how your body looks, your body can be over your knees. That doesn't even matter. How your upper body looks is the most important. It's how your legs work, and how your legs look, and that your knees aren't shooting over your toes. You want your feet about shoulder width apart. Toes, you want your toes pointed forward. Generally speaking, your toes should line up with your knees. Now, depending on years of abuse and what you're doing, your knees could come out. It all depends. But generally, you want your toes pointed forward. Feet about shoulder width apart. I like to bring my arms in. What that does is it really focuses your abs, focuses your core as you're doing squats. You're getting a little bit more into it as well, stabilizing your upper body. And you're getting an extra workout. You should feel your quads, obviously, but you should feel your glutes. Your glutes should be working as well. And probably some of your hamstrings. So it's not just necessarily about the legs. You should feel it in your legs and your butt. Down, up. Inhale coming down. Exhale going up. Full flexion, full extension. Go down as far as you can without having your knees shoot over. You can go as deep as you want. Look up from the side. You can go as deep as you want. Without the knees shooting over. You also don't want your knees bending out unnecessarily unless you're doing it on purpose. that's your basic squat. It's a simple exercise. Very simple. Just pay attention, and it's a balance. You're gonna have to learn how to balance at times. And when you first start, it is what it is. If your knees start going over your toes, just practice on making the adjustments and get your knees back. A deeper squat without your knees shooting over your toes. And again, you feel it in your quads, you feel it in your glutes. And remember, bring your arms in. Concentrate your abs, concentrate your core a little bit. It's a total body workout. Work more than just what you think you're working. Now, what are the variations? Well, you got your lunges. It's the same concept. Now with the lunge, same thing. You don't want your knees shooting over your toes. You want kind of like this box shape. When you come up, you feel it in your glutes. You feel it. You feel it in your quads. You'll feel it in your glutes. The further out you put your leg, the deeper you can actually get. Further in, more shallow, but remember, just be careful of how you, lost the train of thought. Be careful of your knees going over your toes. That's it. Same with the other side. You want that box shape. Get balance. I like to keep my hands on my hips at times. It centers you. Remember, if you don't feel the muscles engaging that should be engaging, you have to make some adjustments. You have, I love these, they're called Hindu squats. It's a little bit complicated, definitely more moving parts, but you'll feel it in your entire quad. From top to bottom, you'll feel in your entire quad doing this, and you'll get some momentum going. But basically, I'll try to do this at an angle. You bring your arms back, you open up your lungs. You're coming down. As you come down, feet shoulder width apart, as you come down, your arms dip, and it's like a rocking motion. And you come up kind of on your toes. It's almost like the dive bomber concept or Hindu push-up concept, push for push-ups. It's like it's a basic rotating, rocking motion, and everything revolves. For Hindu squats, I like doing those. You'll feel it all in your legs. You'll feel your entire quad, not just part. Some exercises don't necessarily work the entire muscle. So then you have your plyometrics. Plyometrics, you got their explosive movements. So same thing with any squat. Basically, squat hops are there's a plyometric type of exercise. Everything's explosive, and it's just repetition. Still doing the same form, but now coming up off the ground. Soft landing, land with your toes, ease that landing. You don't want a hard landing. That's going to kill your ankles, your feet, your shins, your knees, all of that impact. That shock will ride straight up. So you want soft landing. Same concept. Explode off. Boom. 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 Same thing with lunges. Switch lunges. You're here. And you're just switching back and forth. Boom. 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 Hell of a workout. Plyometrics is awesome. Explosive movements, burning your muscles out. It's a different type of exercise. Oh, what are the variations? Oh, you have your skier lunges. I'm sure you've seen these. So you're here, you're hopping. Semi-plyometric. Okay, remember, be careful of what, your knee coming over your toes, but you're hopping back and forth. You have your sumo squats, which basically, feet about shoulder width apart. You can even do it wider. You're angling your feet, angling your legs almost like a sumo wrestler. Basically, that's why it's called Sumo Squats. Same thing. Boom. You'll feel that you're working the inside of your thighs, your adductors, a lot more. That's kind of where the focus is. So be careful with your knees. You have kind of basically like lateral lunges. And again, it works the adductors. It's kind of hard to work the adductors without machines. So these two exercises will help you with those, especially when you start carrying weights, adding weights in your hands, putting on like a 40-pound vest or whatever. You start adding weights, even a barbell, whatever the case is. You'll be able to work and strengthen a lot more. But basically just coming at a diagonal with your lunge. You're not lunging this way, your lunge is still kind of forward. So think of it, anyone who's ever been in a martial arts stance, this way, to a degree. I don't have the form exact, but that's kind of what you're going for. This toe is still pointing forward. And you'll feel it here. Boom. 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 Be careful how far. Be careful how far your knees go over your toes with that as well. And my basically there's skip. It's a plyometric, like skip hop, like A-frame lunges to a degree. But basically, it's almost like a superhero pose. But you're here. Oh, damn it. You're hopping over. Different variations, like I've always said before, you're limited to your imagination only. There's squats that you can do, the lunges that you can do, there's different ways you can work your quads and your glutes and your hamstrings and your adductor muscles, the inside. So that's what I have for you. That's the last of the golden three. Next week, I'm going to actually put it all together. It's going to be a golden exercise. Golden three exercise, golden triangle exercise. I'll probably come up with a fancier name for it. But basically, it's based on a pyramid scale. And we're starting at 50. So we'll do 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, 50 squats. Go for a sprint. Come back, 40, 40, 40. Go for a sprint. Come back, 30, 30, 30, and so on and so on. And then we'll stop at 10, that sprint, and that's it. Sounds simple enough. But you'll find it's the simple things that give you the most benefit and can be the most joyfully horrific thing you'll do. We'll put it that way. So thank you, I appreciate you being here. I'm glad I was able to break down the squats. Some of these squats are very beneficial. So once you get them, especially once you get your form down, you start burning them out. And to get up, like anything else, you have that 4-second squat and that 8-second squat. Or you slow it down. You don't have to burn them out. Boom, boom. As simple as 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. Slow it down. That slowing down gives you that added resistance without actually adding weight. And then eventually you'll overcome that. You don't have to start adding weight. Progress. We all want to make that progress. There you go. Thank you for joining me. I'm glad that we put this out. Please like, subscribe, and follow, and share, all that good stuff. I appreciate you all being here and liking and subscribing and liking and all those things that y'all should be doing. But yeah, I appreciate y'all being here. I really do. Love you all. Thank you very much. Look forward to that, showing you that exercise next week. That's a good one.